Now let's get to some of your thoughts on a segment from yesterday regarding graffiti and trash removal along some of Portland's busiest roads. Columbia Sportswear CEO Tim Boyle has pledged a couple $100,000 to the Oregon Department of Transportation. They would then bring in contractors to clean up the graffiti and pick up trash, since ODOT says it's out of money to do that work on their own. I also gave you my opinion on all this last night. I gotta say, it bothers me that it takes the leader of a private company to step forward and make a difference in how our city looks. It may be a bit old-fashioned on my part, but I expect our government to do that with our tax money. Make the city safe, fill the potholes, and clean the place up. Anyway, many of you agreed with me, some of you did not, which is fine. We'll share those comments as well. But let's start with this one from a longtime Portland resident who is obviously fed up.
I'm 68 years old, born and raised in Portland, Oregon, and I've never seen such an absolute mess in my entire life. And I'm so sick and tired of the city of Portland, Multnomah County, Oregon Department of Transportation always saying they never have enough money to operate. Where in the hell is our tax money going? Why is it only Multnomah County that can't seem to get their together and get this problem taken care of?
All right, thanks for your comment. That's the question that many are wondering, I think. There was one main theme behind many of the comments last night, and let me tell you, there were a lot of them.
Regarding graffiti removal and Mr. Doyle paying for it, it might last 24 hours to 48 hours before the graffiti people come back and graffiti again on fresh paint. What are we doing to catch and contain graffiti artists from doing all this destruction?
I think it's a good plan, but you're going to have to do it every day because they'll come right back and put it up again. They must spend hours doing it. Why can't you catch them, throw them in jail for 90 days?
That's a fair question that a lot of folks have. So I asked Portland Police about that today. A spokesman said they too are frustrated with the graffiti, but they only have so many resources. However, they are working some graffiti cases, they said, but they didn't say how many. They do hope to release more information on those cases soon, though. Apart from the throw them in jail option we just heard from Mark and Jack, several of you lobbed a few other suggestions our way. Stephen wrote to us that simply cleaning the graffiti is, quote, just flushing the money down the toilet. The solution would be to begin catching the people and make them repair or damage. No ifs or buts. If they refuse, garnish their wages or assets to compensate the community. One reason I no longer visit downtown is the way it looks coming out of the tunnel. Trashy, embarrassing.
I think we should look at hiring people of our police department or other security people that can catch these people at night or whenever they do it, so that we can have them clean up what they've done and make them accountable. It's just ridiculous the way our city has gone.
Now, there were a few of you who did not completely agree with my take or the opinions that we've shared here so far. Here's what Will thinks about Tim Boyle's donation.
I think he's just enabling the incompetence of our elected officials here. The city and county are awash in funds from the taxes that we've approved, and they can't seem to do anything that we, approve these taxes for.
And Jackie wrote in, thank you, Tim Boyle and the employees of ODOT for their work on graffiti cleanup. It takes us all and time, money, resources, and leadership to get the job done. I found Pat Dooris' opinion to be a statement of grievance rather than an honest, constructive evaluation of the situation. The opinion at the end detracted from the story. Let the audience decide how they see the situation. All right, thanks for that, Jackie. I like to think that everyone who watches this show cares about our community, and the more input we have from folks who agree and disagree can help us all think more deeply about the issues that we're all facing.